Well, the meaning of breastfeeding, maybe a lot of the young women now is breastfeeding, but they're not saying it. But in our time, I had 14, just two of them dead, and I breastfeeded my children. And the reason why that, it was not the right feeding for the baby. We breastfeeding as soon as the baby was born, we breastfeeded that baby. We found it was the best solid food for the child. And we just ate the only food, everything we could get, but the most thing we wouldn't use now is the gassy food. And the gassy food was, say, spicy food, for we hadn't money to buy that time. And we did the porridge, and we did drink plenty of milk.
And a potato.
But not on a potato. And from the baby then, we'd wrap the baby well up. We were going, say, through country. The baby was well wrapped up in a shawl. You had no need of warming the bottle. The bottle was there.
Yes.
It was good and hot for the baby.
And did the baby get much infections that time?
No. Babies never got diarrhea. Baby never got thrush. A baby never got an infection in the stomach. It was all solid to the mother's breastfeeding, that the child. And I often had my own mother saying now, she had 13 in the family, and I was the youngest of 13, and she often told me that she breastfeeded all her children that were born on the side of the road, the one that were born in hospital. They were all healthy babies, and she showed us then, told us and my own sister, for to breastfeed the baby and what was best for the child. And one time ago, a woman would be there and the cook and there, and they'd be baking bread and the baby be in the hand, in there and covered up, and the baby was getting feeding as well as doing the cook. Yeah, cooking. But the men was different. There was no situation that time with the men. They knew the child had to be fed from the mother.
And they didn't mind?
They did not mind.
Yes.
Not the same, the young lads now today, like the shy, and the women are shy. But the women that time, all they wanted the baby to healthy. They were all fine babies then. And when the baby come into, say, 6 months, they'd oatmeal. And they steep it in a big churn can. That time it'd be a big sort of steel churn can. They leave the oatmeal in there, and they leave the lid in it. The next morning, they strain it out with a bit of straining cloth. And they'd boil that, the juice of it in for the baby. And when that'd be boiled, it'd be like feeding for the baby.
Yeah, it would be easy for them to digest.
Yeah, and sometimes they'd put it in the bottles. Well, I think if mothers take my advice or the older ones' advice, breastfeed the baby. Because the baby that's fed with the breast is a healthy baby. It's a very healthy baby. My daughter now, one of my daughters, she fed the oldest baby. I told her when she was having a baby, expecting a baby, and I said, try and feed your baby now, so breastfeeding the baby. And she did, and she had a house now. And she'd go upstairs and she'd breastfeed the baby. And then at the end of the time, she got the pumped milk out of her breast.
Yes.
And she had a jug. And that was her baby's milk. And that baby is a healthy baby today.
And she kept that baby milk in the fridge.
She kept that milk in the fridge for the child. And that was for the whole child was fed out of her.
Yeah.
They boiled the oatmeal, so have to have a steeping for the mothers, for dairy. And there was camping in the road in maybe 10 families. They'd always go for the woman having the baby. The mother would go off and bring her back to the bottle of milk and a bit of loaf bread. And of course the mother was hungry because she was feeding baby. Because the mother had a great appetite as well. Because the baby was getting it as well as herself.
So I hear what you're saying, Nora, that the mother has also to look after herself very
She
well.
had to look after herself as well.